When you begin a new project and import some media into your event library, I would recommend that you go through and take a look at the footage that you've captured and have imported. There's a few neat features within Final Cut Pro that allow you to work much more efficiently when it comes to editing your project and assembling your project, by allowing you to eliminate the need to replay and re-look for and check for media within your event library. So what I'd recommend is when you import any footage, audio that needs to be determined the valuable portion for it, what I'd recommend is that you go through and actually tag this footage. Now, for instance, I have a green screen footage here, and when I start this clip, in the upper left-hand corner, you can see that you can see off the edge of the green screen. You can also see the little wrinkle in the upper left-hand corner. So I would not want to use this footage that would show up when using the green screen. However, it does zoom in a little bit, and the quality of the footage becomes much better a little bit when it's zoomed in a little bit. And this last portion of footage is reasonable and something that I would want to use in my project. Same thing goes for sports footage. If you capture an hour of a sporting event and you just want to highlight it, well, it's much easier to move through your project and to pull out the highlights if you watch the footage one time, marking each individual highlight, and then just pull from those good clips instead of searching each time you want to pull down the next clip. Again, you get to work much more efficiently. So in order to tag this footage, I'm going to come down to where the footage turns usable in my case, and I'm going to hit the letter I, and then I'm going to scroll to where I think I'm at the end of my clip here. So the remainder of this clip, the selected portion, the yellow highlighted selected portion, if that's the good footage, I'm going to put a green star, or press the green star, and it's going to recognize that as a preferred piece of footage, or mark it as a favorite is what the term is being used for in Final Cut. Also, the letter F associates with this green footage. So if you were to go through and select footage in this second green screen clip, which is not a very good one, the same thing goes for rejected footage. So this entire clip, I can either see off the edge, see a wrinkle, or I'm way too zoomed in. So that entire clip there, since I wish to reject it, again, the reject selection there, and you can also see the button that associates with it, the keyboard shortcut to reject clips, as the letter F is associated with favoriting a clip. So again, once I select it, I usually just come down and hit the red X, and you can see that entire clip has now been rejected. It's probably not worth having in my project. What is neat about this type of editing and tagging your footage is that it allows you to sort your footage based on this. So if you have rejected clips, for instance, the beginning of this clip could also be rejected, I can hit hide rejected, and that red footage has now disappeared from all of the media available. So it's a way in which to essentially hide or get rid of the footage you don't want to use without actually deleting all of that media and going through and deleting it from your computer. What I like about this sorting your footage instead of deleting your footage is, again, we can sort through and find all the favorited clips. In this case, it was favorited audio, and that portion of clip number 1 of the green screen that I had already marked as good footage or favorited footage. So again, it's an easy way to sort through this. And what I've seen people use this for is, again, selecting your favorites to create your main project. And then I also see students go back and let's find that rejected footage, the outtakes, the funny mess-ups that took place during the filming of a project, and use it for an outtakes during the credits or something along those lines. You see that in many comedy movies where they finish with outtakes at the end where the actors end up busting up and laughing at each other. So again, it's a great way to keep your media organized and also to work much more efficiently when you're importing new footage. So that way your project goes much more quickly when you're dragging down the appropriate footage, the footage you're after using.